Alright, what is going on? My name is Dan. I'm about to do a reaction to Falling in Reverse. Are you ready for The Drug in Me Is You? And we're doing a twofer here. We're doing The Drug in Me Is You and The Drug in Me is Reimagined. That's it. So, I'm excited for this. I already did their trilogy, which is Losing My Mind, Losing My Life, and Drugs. That shit blew my mind, absolutely. So I'm excited to do this little back-to-backer as well you guys were mentioning. So let's give her a go. Let's give her a go. See what it's all about, you know? All right.
Heard a knock upon my door the other day. I opened it to find her staring in my face. The feel of mortal stock and still reverberate.
All right, hold on. This is very different sounding than like their newer stuff, which is kind of funny. But he also looks like super young in this as well, which is funny. Let's keep going.
Right, everywhere I go, I drag this coffin just in case. My body's tremble as it shivers down my spine. Adrenaline kicks in, shifts in.
This is very emo style. So like very traditional emo style, it sounds like. Especially the way he looks. Like his new way of performing sounds much more metalish. It's like the new metal, if that makes any sense. Like new metal back in the day kind of mixed up metal and like hip hop and like post grunge and kind of like mashed it all together. I really like that new metal, and then what he's doing today is basically taking metal and rock and kind of like a little bit of that emo twist to it and mixing it with rap and more or less like EDM or like electronic sounds, like really mixing it up that way. So it almost sounds like what he's doing now is basically like the new metal, if that makes any sense.
New overdrive. Your secrets keep you sick, your lies keep you alive. Snake eyes every single time you roll with crooked dice. Laugh out the darkness as it tried to pull me down. The kind of dark that haunts 100-year-old house. I wrestle with my thoughts, I shook the hand of doubt. Running from my past, I'm praying feet don't fail me now. I've lost my goddamn mind. It happens all the time. I can't believe I'm actually meant to be.
Yo, the sound of this, like it's definitely like early or like 2000 style, and it fits right in with like those types of like punk bands and the emo bands and stuff like that. But like from after doing reactions to more of his newer stuff, I was not ready for this, to be honest, because he's so much edgier now. And I get this used to be like edgy back in the day, but this was like, the sound of this was like edgy for like high school girls. You know what I mean? It's like,
Trying to consume.
I don't want you to get it twisted though. I still like the song. But who said I wasn't an edgy emo girl in high school? I wasn't, but you don't know. You don't know me.
The drug in me is you, and I'm so high on misery. Can't you see? I got these questions always running through my head. So many things that I would like to understand. If we are born to die and we all die to live, then what's the point of living life if it just contradicts? I found the darkness as it tried to pull me down. The kind of dark that haunts 100-year-old house. I wrestle with my thoughts, I shook the hand of doubt. Running from my past, I'm praying feet don't fail.
This is genuinely a good song, but like I almost can't take him seriously in this after watching all of his new stuff, or not all of it, but like a few of his new music videos where it's so much darker, it's so much heavier, it's so much more intense, and then listening to him sing like this and just like the way that they all look and are dressed, it's just funny to me. Um, I'm excited to see the next one, how he revamped it though, because this is silly to me. But don't get me wrong though, it is still a good song. Like I would still probably listen to this song.
I can't believe I'm actually meant to be here, trying to consume the drug in me is you, and I'm so high on misery. Can't you see? I've lost myself. You tried to reach me, but you just can't help me. So long, goodbye. You try to save me, it won't work this time. 'Cause now I've lost my.
They got heavy for a second there, just a little bit. It was like it almost started to sound like his newer stuff, just a little touch of it. But then they went back into the same sound.
Fucking mind, and there's no fucking time.
Ah, still a little heavier.
Can't believe I'm
I like the guitar solo they had though.
to be here, trying to consume the drug in me is you, and I'm so high on misery. Can't you see? Oh, can't you see? Can't you stay?
All right, that was Falling Reverse, The Drug in Me Is You. So that was interesting, very eye-opening because they definitely look like an early 2000s emo band, like Textbook. That's that's funny as hell to me because what they're doing now does not sound anything like that. I mean, just the slightest bit, but completely different now. Um, yeah, if you loved them back then, I could see why you would think that they completely changed their sound because they did. It's different. It's completely different. It's- oh, it's funny. But, you know, all the bands that came out around that time really kind of looked like that. It just depends on like what your influence really was. Because what's funny is a band I really like, Avenged Sevenfold. They used to look like that back in the early 2000s as well, but they were much more metal influenced, and it was very heavy and like a lot of screaming, and like they actually end up toning it down as they went and did more singing and really buffed out their music a little more. Whereas Falling Reverse looks like they've ramped it up, where they've added more metal and more edge and put more grit into their sound and a lot more energy. Again, like this is the only song I've heard of them from back then, so maybe there's other ones that are different. But just from the comparison of this song back in the day to what their new ones are, like what you see on the screen here, Zombified, the comparison between this song and that song is like night and day. You wouldn't even think it was the same band. So that's funny and crazy to me at the same time. But real quick, now we're going to transfer over and we're going to get us The Drug in Me is Reimagined. All right. Here we go. You ready for this? I'm ready. I'm excited to see what the big difference is. What is this whole... Why is it reimagined? How different did they make it? Is it a completely different song? Did they keep the same words? Is it similar music? I don't know. We're going to find out. Let's go. All right. A lot higher production value here. got this interesting, like, dark theme to it.
I heard a knock upon my door the other day. I opened it to find that staring in my face. The feel of mortal stalking still reverberates. Everywhere I go, I drag this coffin, just in case.
Already, it's like, were those the same words as the last song? I don't know, maybe I just didn't remember them if they were, but like, already, the music, starting off with like classical styled music with like strings and piano, like that's already pretty awesome. Like, if you ever seen any of my other reactions, I love when bands include different types of instruments outside of the rock realm. When you add like strings and horns and different types of uh, instruments into rock music, it's always, if you make it fit, it fits so well, and it adds a whole new layer and element to the song. Especially when they're starting off the song with this, it just gives you this nice subtle feeling as you like kind of walk into the song.
My body's trembling and shivers down my spine. Adrenaline kicks and shifts into overdrive. Your secrets keep you sick, your lies keep you alive. Snake eyes every single time you roll with crooked eyes. I felt the darkness as it tried to pull me down. The kind of dark that haunts 100-year-old house. I wrestle with my thoughts, I shook the hand of doubt. Running from my past, I'm praying feet don't fail me now.
Brother's got some nice vocals in this song. Holy God, they're so smooth. Like, you don't hear any chop to his voice at all. It's so nice to listen to. This is such a like calm feeling song, and he's singing so smoothly. I like this. It's not what I was expecting at all. The other song was not what I was expecting, but this is also definitely not what I was expecting either. So they're really throwing me curveballs here. Every time I do a reaction to this band, I'm gonna have no idea what the hell it is that is coming, apparently.
I lost my goddamn mind. It happens all the time. I can't believe I'm actually meant to be here, trying to consume. The drug in me is you, and I'm so high on misery. Can't you see? I've got these questions always running through my head. So many things that I would like to understand. If we are born to die and we all die to live, then what's the point of living life if it just contradicts? I felt the darkness as it tried to pull me down. The kind of dark that haunts 100-year-old house. I wrestle with my thoughts, I shook the hand of doubt.
I want to point out a difference in the way he's even singing from the other one to this one. It's like when he hits those like high intense notes, he has a lot more like aggressiveness to his voice now. He has a lot more rasp to it, or he throws more distortion into it, and it shows a lot more emotion and intensity. He definitely didn't have any of that in the other song.
Running from my past, I'm praying feet don't fail me now. I've lost my goddamn.
Alright, my bad. So my camera cut out for whatever reason, just stopped working for like 20 minutes. I had to pause the recording here, and it's just been, the screen has been sitting here like this for like 20 minutes. So I'm gonna back this up now a little bit so I can remember where the hell I was in this. Let's just, I guess, go to here.
Behind a dark that haunts 100-year-old house, I wrestle with my thoughts. I shook the hand of doubt, running from my past. I'm praying feet don't fail me now. I've lost my goddamn mind. It happens all the time. I can't believe I'm actually meant to be here, trying to consume the drug in me is you, and I'm so high on misery. Can't you see? I've lost myself.
Dude can shred on the piano too. This is not what I thought this song was going to be. I thought it was going to start off with maybe like the piano and some strings and move into rock. I was hoping for that, but honestly, this is fucking awesome too, because I was not expecting this either. The first one kind of threw me off, but like it was a typical type of music, and this was not how I imagined he was going to do this song Reimagined, if that makes any sense. It's just so many curveballs. I have no idea what is actually ever going to be in their song. Every time I've done a reaction to one of their songs so far, there's been a point where I'm like, what? No.
You tried to reach me, but you just can't help me. So long, goodbye. You tried to save me, it won't work this time. 'Cause now I've lost my fucking mind, and there's no fucking time. I can't believe I'm actually meant to be here, trying to consume the drug in me is you, and I'm so high on misery. Can't you stop?
Yo, what the fuck? Come on, I just came to terms with the fact it was just going to be the piano and strings and him just singing the whole time, and then they do this. Even when I thought what I knew what this song was now, after I was already surprised to begin with. And then I was like, all right, in a little bit, like maybe partway through the song, right? They're gonna like switch it up and turn into have some rock and drums and guitar or something like that. And then eventually we're over halfway through, getting to like 2/3 of the way through, and I'm like, oh, all right, this is just what the song is. I'm like, cool, I like it. This sounds really good. He's got an amazing voice. He's playing the piano like an animal. It's like, and this, I just wasn't, again, was not ready. How are they so good at just throwing curveballs? And it is was so well timed because this was the last. I just wasn't ready for it. I don't know. I'm rewinding it because the fact that it caught me so off guard, I didn't really get to listen to it fully. So we're gonna do that again.
And I'm so high on misery. Can't you stop?
So that was Falling in Reverse. The Drug in Me is Reimagined. I'm almost mad that that got me. Uh, that was an amazing ending. The whole song was absolutely beautiful. I loved the entire thing, and then he just exploded at the end, and then had that like contrast of fire and ice in the video, as well as like comparing how he used to sing back in the day to now. I've really liked the way he brings his vocals to the top, like when he screams and the distortion, and like I just like the sound more. It's less poppy sounding and more metal sounding. That's kind of my thing. And if you like his old stuff a little bit better, cool. I mean, that's your style of music, but I love the intensity. I love the absolute power that he brings to his voice there and really amplifies those emotions. Like it's just something that wants to rip out of his chest is what it sounds like he's singing when he's doing that, and it just grabs me so much more on an emotional level and really draws me into the song. Even without him screaming, the way he was singing through the entire song itself before the screaming, it's just it somehow it seems like he tapped into another way of vocalizing that is so much more emotional than just like the traditional emo sound. I love it so much more. I mean, you can always, and the great thing about this type of music is you can always layer in any kind of other genre and style that you want, but being able to really pull those emotions out is incredible to me. Like the fact that I was 100% okay. Like the song would have been amazing if he just stuck with the piano and the strings and the way he was singing through the whole song. If it ended that way, I would have had no issues. It was a great song. And then just in a split second, hell let loose. Like almost literally, everything was on fire. It's like, what? Oh my god. That was awesome. I get like without a doubt, you guys have gotta recommend more of this stuff to me. I am in love with it. I'm not kidding. Like the way it just keeps taking twists and turns, and you can hear basically what I was saying through the song, and you guys probably knew what was coming, and I didn't. So, uh, yeah. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if there's any more backstory behind this song, because the lyrics weren't as deep as some of the other songs I listened to. It didn't seem like it to me, unless I missed some things. It kind of just seemed like he was singing about a girl, or I mean, that's just kind of the gist I got out of it. I don't know if it goes any further than that or if there's a story behind this song or not. Um, but pretty cool nonetheless. The first song would still definitely listen to. You know, it's a nice emo generation song. Pretty much sticks to the traditional sound there. I wouldn't say it's anything astounding out of the other type of music that was out around then, but this reimagined version is unlike anything I've heard before because I've already said it, just the piano and the strings, his singing is incredible, and then the the like 180-degree turn straight into absolute madness at the end where he's screaming and you have the the rock instrumentation pulled into it. The imaging in the video was amazing. So I definitely liked it. Let me know your thoughts on it. Like I said, let me know if there's any story behind this. Make sure you leave comments on more suggestions because I am excited to get more of these in. And yeah, that's about it. Thanks for hanging out and watching these two videos with me. Sorry again for the whole mishap with my camera. It is what it is, but I paused it, started it. Hopefully there wasn't too long of a pause there. I'm not sure when the camera cut out, but I paused it as soon as I saw it. But yeah, if you like this video, please hit the like button. If you like the other things I'm doing, well, also make sure you definitely go check out the other Falling in Reverse I've already reacted to because those were also insane. My mind's been blown multiple times by Falling in Reverse, and yet they still keep catching me off guard. So, and this only just leads me to believe that since I like their newer stuff better, in my opinion, so I'm excited for more of their new stuff to come out. There's not a lot of bands that I like their newer stuff more than their older stuff. So it's cool that the way they are evolving appeases me more, and I'm more excited for anything new that they're going to release. But yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it, and I will catch you around.